Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about, man, my favorite series from Marvel right now. And this is Spider-Woman issue number 15. What a wonderful book this was. I'm going to just say it right there. And if you're not reading this story arc of Spider-Woman, you're just missing all out because this is awesome. So, first off, this book is written by Dennis Hopeless. The artwork is done by Veronica Fish. The artwork's nice. I love all the characters in the book. You got characters like the Tinkerer, you got the Hobgoblin. Obviously, you have Roger in there, because this is pretty much like a flashback type of issue. There's some great action in this book, especially with Jessica. Veronica Fish's artwork is great. I love all the facial expressions in there. Just really good action, nice explosions in here. Just an overall good looking book. So if you haven't been keeping up with the story, basically what's been going on is that Spider-Woman has lost her good friend Roger, and we lost him to a pumpkin bomb, and he got blown off a building. And so she's been trying to avenge his death. And in this most recent issue here, when we get to this issue, we wind up opening up this flashback, and it kind of goes back to what happened to Roger right before his death. And we can see that in the issue, he winds up reporting back to Hobgoblin, and he wants to set it straight. He wants to turn over that new leaf, and he talks to Hobgoblin, and he's like, yeah, he's just like, listen, he's like, I appreciate you, giving me this suit and getting me back on my feet, but he's like, I've been trying to play, PI and hero, and I just don't feel it's right, but I kind of want to buy the suit outright and be a good guy. And obviously, when we get to see that flashback, if you read it 2 issues ago, you wind up knowing what happens to Roger. He wound up dying in here. So as we go to now, we get to see Spider-Woman, Jessica. She's actually fighting someone who's wearing Roger's suit. And she can't imagine that it is Roger that she's fighting. And she's just like, just pull off the mask, just pull off the mask. And she's getting her ass kicked, and then she pulls off the mask, and yeah, obviously it's not Roger, right? Because Roger's dead. And so she winds up fighting this whoever it is that is like, hey, I don't know who the suit belonged to beforehand. I heard he was dead, and she's like, where is he? So Jessica's acting on like pure rage, and she wants so bad to go after Hobgoblin. She's driving the motorcycle, she's talking to Ben, and she's sitting there, and she's like, yeah, I gotta sit there and I'm gonna drive the motorcycle, and I'm gonna get Hobgoblin. She's like, I don't care what's gonna happen. Next thing you wind up seeing is a pumpkin bomb just sits there and boom, just blows up. Jessica goes flying, and then we get to see Hobby's little cronies start going after her. And they start doing this crazy battle and shit like that. And the next thing we wind up seeing is this guy in this hoodie. And he starts fighting with her. And the next thing we wind up finding out is that, yes, it is Roger. And I was like, no shit. I'm like, he did survive. Like, how does someone survive a pumpkin bomb blowing up in your stomach? And so when you read the issue, you're going to find out, obviously, what happens to Roger, on how he survived the fall. And towards the end of this issue, the big question was, in the last issue, was Jessica truly in love with Roger? And she kind of got a slap in the face by Roger's ex, and she's like, oh, I never looked at it that way. And when she realized that he was alive, she looks at Roger, and he's all clean shaven and everything else, and she just plants this big fat kiss on her. And you're just like, oh man, that's just awesome, right? Well, just as things are all hunky-dory and they share that kiss, guess who comes? Yes, Hobgoblin comes back, and he winds up taking Roger right away, as the hands just don't quite connect in the end. And now Roger is taken from Jess once again. Now, how heartbreaking could that be that right as they get reunited and she just got done dealing with the death and they got reunited, how horrible would it be if he actually died or he was taken away from her once again, now that she really truly realizes, I think, that she loves him. Such a great issue, such a good story, because you can see how much of a prick freaking Kingsley is, and then you can see how much actually Jessica really truly loves Roger in this issue, and how much, you know, he cares for her back. And it was great seeing that flashback as it tied everything together. This is so well written, so well drawn, such a great issue. It's like the punches go back and forth. And again, people are telling me that this is getting canceled. This series has just kept on getting better and better and better. And if you guys haven't read this series, at least read this story arc. It's definitely well worth the read. Just seeing the emotions from Jessica Drew in this book is just awesome. I'm like speechless. Such a well-written book. I'm definitely giving this book a 5 out of 5 stars. Guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of Spider-Woman issue number 15. Are you on board? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. And until that next comic book review, check out comicfrontline.com. Check out our live show each and every Tuesday night, 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.